The tale of Loki and Idun and the gods' loss of their eternal youth begins in Asgard, the realm of the Norse gods. Idun, the keeper of the golden apples, was as much a part of Asgard as the sprawling halls themselves. Her apples were not ordinary fruit, but magical, imbued with the power to bestow eternal youth upon the gods. With skin as fair as the dawn and hair that shimmered like spun gold, Idun herself was a vision of eternal spring in a realm that knew neither age nor decay. Loki, the trickster, was as different from Idun as night is from day. With a smile that held 1,000 secrets and eyes that sparkled with unspoken mischief, he was a being of contrasts. Loved and loathed in equal measure by his fellow gods, Loki's capacity for chaos always seemed limitless. This story took place on an ordinary day, or as ordinary as a day can be in the realm of gods. Loki, caught in a particularly troublesome scheme, found himself at the mercy of a giant named Thjazi. Thjazi, with eyes as cold as the mountain peaks and strength to rival Thor himself, gave Loki a chilling ultimatum. Bring him Idun and her apples, or face consequences most dire. Loki, ever the selfish survivor, agreed. Upon Loki's return to Asgard, he approached Idun with words dipped in honey, spinning a tale of magical apples beyond the walls of Asgard, ones that could rival her own. Curiosity sparked, Idun followed Loki, carrying her precious apples into the unknown. Outside the protective embrace of Asgard, Thjazi, disguised as a mighty eagle, swooped down. With talons as sharp as the winter wind, he snatched Idun, carrying her away to his realm Thrymheim, a mountain fortress as stark and unforgiving as the giant himself. The absence of Idun and her apples was felt immediately in Asgard. The gods, once timeless, began to age. Skin wrinkled, hair greyed, and the vitality that once coursed through them ebbed away. Panic ensued, for in losing their youth, the gods saw their own mortality reflected back at them. The gods, led by Odin, convened. They demanded answers, and Loki, with a tongue as slippery as an eel, could not weave a tale to escape their wrath. The truth emerged, and with it, Loki's role in Idun's disappearance. Bound by oath and facing the ire of his fellow gods, Loki knew he had to rectify his misdeed. He borrowed Freyja's falcon cloak, which gave him the power of flight, and set off towards Thrymheim. There, he found Idun, left alone in the giant's cold, desolate realm. Transforming Idun into a nut, Loki grasped her in his talons and took to the skies. Thjazi, upon discovering the escape, transformed into an eagle and gave chase. The race back to Asgard was fierce, with the winds howling and the two figures, one a falcon, the other an eagle, tearing through the sky in a frantic dance of predator and prey. As they approached Asgard, the gods saw their chance. They lit a fire around the walls, and as Loki swooped in, the flames exploded upwards and caught Thjazi, burning the giant and ending his pursuit. With Thjazi's fall, peace, and more importantly, youth, returned to Asgard.